Remember for radio with your host, Genty.
It must be the ass.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
I believe that there is a genuine human ethic. It's not arbitrary. It has to do with reciprocity, for example. It has to do with honesty. That's another thing, is that you should speak the truth. Because your life turns out better if you speak the truth. And so does everyone else's.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rambo Pro Radio. Did you miss me? I missed you. Oh, my God. It's been so long since we last had a chat. God damn it. I hate running out of freaking data, and that's exactly what happened. So I did not have an episode for you guys. So I had to wait till the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. Get your checks in the month. Wake up, wake up. So I had to wait till the first of the month to bring you some epic content. So excited to talk to you guys because some cool stuff's been happening. For example, I got to check my data on iTunes and it says nobody's listening. Shit. Well, if nobody's listening, at least I'm enjoying this, and all of you that are pretending to listen are in my imagination. Cool. Welcome, imaginary listeners. I'm so excited for you. No, I guess you have to get so many numbers or something for iTunes to pay attention to what you're doing. So guess what? Since nobody's listening, I'm going to use like copywritten music. I'm going to say all kinds of fucked up shit on here, and nobody's going to do a goddamn thing because nobody's listening. But then again, according to my data website, it shows me that 8 people download this thing. So whatever. I don't know what's going on. Data website, listen, talk to iTunes. They're telling me some bullshit right now. Telling me nobody listens. And I know that's not true. I know my haters be listening, so they can complain to me later like, why would you say that? Or, I thought it was a secret. Shut up. Anywho, back to the show, ready to talk to you. Hope you're sitting down, got some cool shit to tell you. If you're not sitting down, cool. I hope you're like running around, doing your laundry, doing the dishes, cooking, mowing the lawn, playing basketball, lift some weights. I don't know, ride your bike, do whatever the fuck. Listen to my show, because I got something cool to say. Are you ready? Here comes the show. Okay, that's kind of weird since we're already in the show. But anywho. So, while I've been away, I've been learning how to cook. You know, one of my goals for 2018 was to learn how to cook. And so one of my best mates bought me a cooking book. Ha! Can you believe that? My best mate bought me a cooking book. So I proceeded to try not to burn my house down. And made some really cool shit. Like, I ate some food I never ate before, like some rutabagas and some daikon and fennel and all kinds of crazy shit in there. Made some epic meals. And the craziest part was there was no meat in them. I was like, where the fuck is the meat? God. I mean, I'm a homosexual lady, but I need some meats on my plate. If you know what I mean. God, I was like, wow, these dishes taste pretty good. But I feel like I'm missing something. Where's my elk? Where's my chicken? Where's beef? None of that. But nevertheless, I still enjoyed the food, even though it's plant-based. It's not bad. I could probably do this vegetarian thing. I actually used to just kind of mix it up. Some meals would be veggies, some would be vegan, some would be meat. So I need to get back to creating more of a balance. Not every meal has to be freaking meat, okay? So that's just what the man thinks that you should have, but that's not exactly true. In order to be healthy, we have to create a healthy balance, equal playing field for the mind, the body, and the spirit. And what that means is maybe not eat so much meat with every meal. Maybe throw in a couple of veggies. Like, I've never eaten butternut squash before. I've eaten squash before, but I've never had butternut squash, let alone make spaghetti with butternut squash. What the fuck? It was a completely alien experience, but I certainly enjoyed it. And I didn't burn my house down. And clearly, if you can hear me, that means I lived. But you can't hear my dogs. They died. Just kidding. Yeah, so I've been cooking, and that's been really cool. So shout out to one of my best mates for hooking it up with a cooking book. When my anxiety got the best of me this past week, oh, man, I hate when that happens. I usually do so good, and then just every now and then I just have a slip up of epic proportions. And I generally speaking, with my funky wonky job, the schedule is crazy. It's different each week, whatever. Okay, that's part of that job. So, but this particular thing was cutting into my kickboxing class for this particular week. And I said, oh my God, I love my class. I love going to my neo martial arts. I don't want to miss my striking class. And so there tends to be a habit where literally right away as class starts, there's a quick warm up and then they get right into jiu-jitsu. And this is a completely new craft to me. I am aware of jiu-jitsu, but I've never actually fully practiced this. I've had to practice this in a moment of life and death, basically. And I'll get to that story in a minute. But yeah, I like to be on time to my class. So when my work interferes with missing my class or making me late, it just really fucks me up. And the worst part is when I see it coming ahead of time. So I go, oh no. And then it gets even worse. It's like, it's if I focus on it and I see the problem, I have an inkling that there might be a problem. It might throw off my routine. I start to freak out, and then the wheels just completely fall out. And like clockwork, everything just fell the fuck apart, both at work and in my training. And I did get the redemption by going back for a second time and actually getting to practice with the teacher, so that helped. But my jiu-jitsu story, see, I've actually only gotten to do jiu-jitsu seriously without having my life in danger 3 times. Today makes the 4th time. I just came from class, actually. So, but the first time I ever had to do jiu-jitsu, you guys are going to freak out. I was at a party at my house, and some young man saw that I had a gi displayed in my home, and he proceeded to think it was some kind of joke or couldn't figure out how that I could have possibly worn that gi, or even the fact that I had the belt. It's a brown belt with the black stripe, which is like the step below black belt in Kung Fu. And, I don't think he knew that the party was my party and it was at my house or what was going on, but was being Billy Badass. And at the time, I was just like, okay, whatever, whoever you're with, just leave, And the dude didn't want to leave, and he proceeded to get super aggressive, and he's like, I bet I could kick your ass, or some kind of crap like that. And I don't know what it is, but I seem to always get into fights with dudes. They just have some kind of problem with me. I don't know if it's because I shop in the same department with them, or I don't know what the frick is going on, but I seem to, not lately, but in my younger days, I seem to end up in a lot of fights with dudes. And so particularly, that was actually the last official fight I had. He said, I could probably kick your ass. You probably bought that belt. And I said, no, I earned that. And I think it's kind of uncool that you're being disrespectful in my house. And he's like, fuck you or whatever. And then lunged at me and took me down like UFC, straight up UFC status. This like wrestled me to the ground and had me in a guillotine choke. If for those of you are familiar, is where the if I can try and explain this on the radio, good Lord. Basically where it is like a choke, like a headlock from the front, and you can squeeze with both hands under the chin and basically kind of pull up into the armpit, and it will slowly squeeze the carotid artery, and you lose oxygen and pass out. So this young man took me down to the ground and then proceeded to choke me, put me in this guillotine choke. Now, mind you, I have not had a single lesson in jiu-jitsu at all. I had just merely, at the time, I was so broke, I couldn't afford internet or TV, so I had a bunch of UFC DVDs, and I used to watch them all the time. So I had countless hours of nonstop UFC, the olden days, like from UFC 30 on. I've been watching UFC since UFC 30. So I have a lot in my brain. And so this guy was, choking me out with a guillotine, and I just politely pulled my head out and then proceeded to put him in a head and arm choke, or what is known as I think it's a neck crank. It's a head and arm choke, or I think some people call it a neck crank. I don't know why, but anywho, without even thinking, it just happened. As soon as I was able to get my neck free from this guy trying to choke me, I instantly applied the choke on him, and he passed out. And so once he came to, he's like, I can't believe you did this. I wrestle at blah, blah, blah school. That's never happened. He's like, try that again. And I said, no, I think you should leave, dude. I don't know who you are or who you came with, but it's probably not a good idea that we're fighting in my house. Somebody can get hurt, and I just didn't want any part of it. So I was just like, hey, man, just leave. Just get the fuck out of here. And he refused to leave. So I said, hey, man, if you don't, and before I could even finish it, once again, tackles me to the ground and has the choke on me again, except this time, he tried to put it on a different way, which led his body to be on the side of me, which, if you've seen UFC, a guillotine choke from the side is quite dangerous. But for whatever reason, because I had seen it happen so many times, that I stayed calm and basically let him turn his body towards me, and I was able to kind of buck my legs over him. And before I knew it, I had him in a rear naked choke. And basically a rear naked choke is where you have a choke with the inside of your elbow across the neck or the carotid artery, and you can crank the neck around or you can pull back. And I had the choke in, and I said, hey, man, whatever you do, don't stand up. Because this choke that I had applied on, I had literally just watched Matt Hughes, Frank Trigg 1 and 2. And that is exactly what happens. Matt Hughes puts the choke on from the rear naked choke, and Frank Trigg, not being smart, thinks he can just stand up and get out of that. But what ends up happening is the time that it takes you to stand up, you're going to pass out. And so I knew this, and I told this guy, I said, hey, man, don't get up. If you do not get up from this choke, because I have this choke in so tight, if you get up, you're going to pass out. And he was just trying to cuss and flail his way out. So I put the choke in deeper, and like clockwork, before I knew it, we both went down and we both fell back. I almost hit my head on the kitchen table, and this guy was passed out. I literally just had dead weight in front of me, and I had choked him unconscious. And for a moment, I thought I had killed somebody in my house. People had gathered around and were freaking out. They're like, oh my God, Jen has officially killed somebody in front of us. oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, call the police. And then this dude's friends were like, nah, he's good. And they just kind of smacked him around a little bit. And then he came to and he's like, I got the fuck out of here. Fuck you. This is ridiculous. I can't believe this. And he just stormed off with him and his friends. And I couldn't believe it. I thought I had killed a man. That was the first time I was like, this is it. Rambo's going to jail. I can't believe it. But the cool thing with those rear naked chokes, if you don't hold them for too long, then then they eventually come to the oxygen will come to the brain. So if you're listening to this and you get into a fight and you somehow put a choke on somebody, once they go limp, let go. Okay, because they're out. Don't kill anybody, okay? Oh, my God. But, yeah, so now that I'm doing jiu-jitsu in class, it's a completely whole new ball game because I've seen all the moves, but I'm not really sure exactly what to do. I'm kind of just reacting. And what I'm learning today is I have to take my time. When I started rolling around again today with the instructor, I felt that sense of panic when I was being attacked in my house, and I was just quickly trying to get the choke in and get out of there, and that's not really how jiu-jitsu works. You have to be calm. You really have to assess what you're doing, and for whatever reason, I'm just so focused on trying to get the choke, get out of there, and run for my life. But I have to realize that my instructor's not trying to kill me. Maybe that guy was trying to kill me, but not my instructor. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm learning about jiu-jitsu. The only down part is, folks, because I live in the shits Bernardino, I really won't have nobody to practice with. And from what I've understood about learning things, you're not going to learn something one day a week. And man, that's all I get with that class because of my work schedule. So I'm kind of bummed. I don't want to let my anxiety get the best of me here. I'm going to try and keep positive thoughts, and maybe somebody who's listening, according to iTunes, nobody's listening, but according to Libsyn, somebody's listening, and maybe you'll want to practice jiu-jitsu with me. I promise I won't hurt you, but it would be cool if you wanted to practice jiu-jitsu with me, just saying. Or maybe we could practice virtual jiu-jitsu on Instagram or Twitter. GenT523, hit me up. Let's work on our holds, our choke holds and our toe holds and our knee bars and arm bars via the intranet. An interesting thing that I picked up on from Joe Rogan's podcast, because, I'm obsessed with Joe Rogan's podcast. He had Rose Namajunas on, the strawweight champion who beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Shout out to Thug Rose. One of the things she mentioned was that if you want to receive things, you can't receive things with closed hands. You have to have open hands. And so my big thing has always been trying to give things. Give. And I'm not really much of a taker. And I'm learning now that as I'm getting older, I'm lacking. I've given so much that I don't really have the energy to give anymore. And I'm trying to get better about focusing on key people, friends and family, people who mean a lot to me, and dedicating my time and focusing my time and giving my time to them rather than just giving my time to anybody. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, well, I'm fucking exhausted. I've given my time, my money, my heart, my soul, and to everybody. And I went like that for many years. And now I'm starting to realize as I get older that I need to be more selective. I need to be more selective with who I hang out with, who I dedicate my time with, who I give my quote unquote icy heart to. All of those things are important. And so I'm learning that I need to use my time wisely. I'm running out of time. And as some of you know, I almost didn't make it back to this podcast. I had to get in the car and drive somewhere. And boy, was I sleepy as fuck. God, I barely made it. So you hearing my voice on here is a treat. Remember, kids, each week is a series finale of Rambopra. So if you didn't hear me last week, you probably thought I was dead. Or according to iTunes, nobody was listening. So, anywho, it's enough shade for iTunes, I think. You bastards. Dr. Larry Nassar and the Michigan State University and the USA Gymnastics Board all should be fucking ashamed of themselves. They allowed this kid toucher, Larry Nassar, to be touching the USA gymnastics team from like 94 on. Come the fuck on. Over 150 cases. 150 fucking cases. And they knew about it. And they didn't do jack shit. What kind of fucking disgusting world that we live in where you need to protect the kid toucher? That's not how this shit works. If somebody's touching kids, I don't care who the fuck they are. You need to report them at once, immediately. Or you can do what I like to do and some of my friends like to do, which is beat the shit out of them, then call the police. I'm okay with that. 150 women who were girls, who were little girls at the time, young women. And this absolute goddamn monster was pretending to heal him with his doctor powers when he's really just fucking molesting him. It's absolutely disgusting. The USA gymnastics team didn't do a fucking thing about it because of the monetary side of it. They wanted these girls to compete because they know they would win gold medals. And if they won gold medals, they know people would tune in and watch these girls win gold medals because they're good. And you know what happens when you tune into TV shows? Advertising. Advertising brings in big bucks. These fucking scumbags, they knew this guy was doing it, and they still pushed for these girls to compete anyway because they wanted the money. They wanted the fucking money. Well, what about these kids' lives? These kids' lives who are now grown up and they are women, and they're having to go in the world and carry this filth with them. An institution that they trusted. They trusted these guys. They trusted Dr. Nassar. They trusted United States Gymnastics Association. And they fucked them over. Excuse me. Absolutely had complete disregard for these kids. All because of money. It's an absolute, it's just horrible, horrible, horrible fucking situation. I hope and pray. And and the best part is, Dr. Larry is upset because he can't take all of the testimony. It's causing him emotional distress. Excuse you? Excuse you, motherfucker? Emotional distress? What the fuck have you done to all of these girls? Emotional distress. I cannot think of a person who deserves a blood eagle more than that guy. And when I say blood eagle, like motherfucking do the blood eagle, give him a blood transfusion and do it the fuck again. Front and back. Maybe even to the fucking genitals. I don't know. But this fucking guy is a complete scumbag. Emotional distress. Here crying in the courtroom like, oh, I can't take it. They're just being too mean to me. Oh my God. Fuck off, you fucking prick. Whew. Man, I don't know why. I don't really like to talk too much politics, but I just feel like on the social medias, there's a whole lot of gender politics going on, and I just can't stand it. I don't understand. You know, I guess, and I say this, and I've mentioned this before, that I am a part of the trans community, even though, check this out, some of my trans peers, because I haven't changed, because I haven't cut my tits off, because I haven't tried to grow a penis, because I haven't taken testosterone, that I am not a part of their community. I think that is complete bullshit. I know what's going on in my brain. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. If you don't think I'm a part of the community, cool. Take 2 baths. I don't give a fuck. I've got something to say, and I feel like my perspective does have a man brain twist on it. Call it what you will. Okay? If you don't feel comfortable with transgender or whatever, or transsexual, then this probably isn't the show for you. Or fast forward, because I got some shit to say, and you might not like it. But here the fuck goes, because I'm going to say it. The transgender thing has gotten so out of control. It is fucking ridiculous. I have heard on Joe Rogan's podcast and a couple other shows that there are children as young as 3 being given hormone blockers. And I just do not agree with that. I do not subscribe to that. I think I need the child to grow up a little bit longer. Just maybe make it to 10, maybe 12 before you start doing all this stuff. Did I know at the age of 4? Yes, I told my mom. I said, Mom, I'm supposed to be a boy. I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm supposed to be a boy. I told my mom at 4. She knows this. I told her at 4. She didn't agree with that, of course. I didn't ask for hormone blockers. I just said, hey, I'm supposed to be a boy. And that's the cross that I've decided to carry. Hey, I'm supposed to be a boy, but here I am. Am I going to do anything the fuck about it? No, I'm just going to live my fucking life. Do I require you to call me the 70? Yes. 70 fucking gender pronouns out there, which is a goddamn disgrace. No. May that work for some other trans individual? Fine. Not this one. I'm not buying into that bullshit. Okay? We going male or female. Anything else, go fuck yourself. Honestly, like, it is so out of control. So fucking out of control, to the point where they're making laws in Canada where if you don't call somebody the right pronoun, did that person go into jail for hate speech? Now, come on. Look, I'm not asking you. If you want to call me a male, cool. If you want to call me a female, cool. I already know what's going on with my brain. I'm still going to be Jen at the end of the day. That's it. End of discussion. It doesn't have to be male or female Jen. It's just fucking Jen or J or J Dubs or Rambo for whatever the fuck. Whatever helps you get by. But definitely don't call me whatever you are. That's fighting words right there, motherfucker. You, fuck. I had some lady one time, sir, ma'am, whatever you are. What the fuck? No, sweets. No. You pick one. Okay? I'm not forcing you to say male. I'm not forcing you to say female. You pick one. Whatever works for you. What makes you feel comfortable? I'm already good with it. Okay? I've already accepted who I am and what I'm about. And I'm about having fun. I'm about shooting off some guns. I'm about the ladies. I'm about the cars and the sports. I could give 2 fucks if you're trying to get male or female or whatever. I go take a piss in the men's bathroom. Nobody fucking cares. I go in the women's bathroom. Holy shit. People going, why is a guy in here? What the fuck? You know? So my thinking is, hey, why don't you just ask them what the fuck their name is? What's your name? Okay, that's what you're going to call it. Excuse me. I got a question for you. Whoa, what's your name? Oh, perfect. There you go. Done. Now, excuse me, you don't have to guess no more. That way you're not offending nobody, because everybody's so fucking sensitive. You just say, hey, what's your name? Okay, cool. This is my name. Moving on. Holy shit. It's just absolutely crazy. I'm fired up. I'm fired the fuck up about it. I had a discussion with a coworker about it who has a family member who is a part of this and is doing all the Zer bullshit. No, that ain't me. If you're talking to Jen, you're talking to fucking Jen, okay? We're not going to sit here and go, Zer, Ram, gender non-binary, cisgender, no. Okay? I identify with a male brain in a lady's body. That is my life. I live that. It is what it is. There is nothing that I feel that I should do about it. I'm leaving it the fuck alone. But if I win the lottery, maybe I might cut my tits off. Just saying. Don't you judge me, motherfucker. I see you looking at your radio like, oh, God, she gonna cut her tits off. Oh, God. Yeah. But not for the reason that you think I am. They're just in the fucking way. I'm trying to get good at jujitsu. I'm trying to, like, maybe dribble a ball one time and then not smack me in the boob. Okay? I'm trying to, like, kickbox and not have my one boob, like, pop out, all right? I'm doing this shit for practical reasons, motherfucker. All right? Leave me alone. No, but anywho, it's a case-by-case basis, and I really feel like unless you're like, oh yeah, he, oh yeah, she, unless you're like flat out like going on and harassing people, then okay, then we can talk about hate speech. When you're straight up just harassing somebody about something, okay, I get it. But this, like, right off the gate, like, they're supposed to know who you are and what you're supposed to be called. People aren't mind readers, okay? If we are, a lot more shit would have been done already, okay? A lot more cool inventions would have been made. We would probably have flying cars by now. Nobody would have to work. Everybody would be wealthy as fuck because we all could read minds and we would be stealing each other's good ideas and going down and getting patented, okay? So the point is, there's no reason, at least from my perspective, to get upset about it. So any of my trans folk listening, I don't know, I'm sure you're all riled up with your pitchforks ready to burn my show down to the ground. But for me, it's just Jen, okay? It's Bramble. How can I make it any easier? Yes, I take a piss in the men's room. Because guess what? The ladies' line is long. They're fucking putting their makeup on in there. They're checking if they got their panty line showing. Some of them changing. They're just talking on the phone. I go into the men's room. I have a fast track right to the toilet. I go and I'm right out. And the line is still long in the ladies' room. And I just laugh at them. And of course, they think I'm a disgusting human being. The dirtiest looks you would ever see when I come out the men's room and they're like, oh my God, it's so gross in there. Like, oh, I cannot believe she came out of there. I thought it was a guy. Yeah, that is my life in a nutshell. And if I could tell you how many times in a day that happens, because I have to go pee a lot. I drink a gallon of water a day. This shit gets real awkward. But nevertheless, I feel like we're losing sight. I feel like the whole point is we need to, let's agree to disagree, but have conversations to get to a place of understanding. You might not agree with transgender, cool. You might just be like, hey, I only like gay or straight. Cool, that's your thing. Or if you're trans, you'd be like, I'm cisgender this or whatever. You're not trans unless you go all the way. All that bullshit, cool. But we need to get better about having conversations and straight up, instead of just straight up saying, you disagree with me, that's hate speech. What? No, it's not. Disagreeing with somebody is not hate speech. Hate speech is saying, hey, go on and die over there. Go kill yourself, bitch. Or, hey, guess what? You're trans. I don't like trans. Let me shoot you or some kind of shit like that. Okay? That's like fucking hate speech, okay? Disagreeing with somebody, having a place of understanding, like, hey, let's disagree. Let's agree to disagree. That's not hate speech. And for people who are getting in trouble for that, disagreeing about what's going on in the transgender or transsexual community is a complete infringement on their rights. People have the right to agree or disagree. Nobody has to agree on the same thing. But we can definitely, as humans, come to a place of understanding. Right? Comprende? Capiche? Being social with my friend the other day, and I had mentioned that I received a whole bunch of free stuff because I had known somebody who runs this company and I use these products. Without saying who they are, because I don't want to embarrass them. I don't want them to feel uncomfortable, but I will just say the story and change the names to protect the innocent. So anyhow, so having a discussion with a friend, and I'd mentioned I'd gotten this free stuff and it was really cool. And this friend goes, oh, so you got all this free stuff, huh? So yeah, isn't that cool? They're really nice. Oh, so are you guys like sleeping together? Huh? The fuck? What kind of warped mind do you have where you think I gotta sleep with somebody to give me something? Excuse you? Excuse you. I said, no, awkward. Where did that come from that you would even think that? Oh, well, that's just a lot of stuff, and I said, well, no, sweets. This person is married. And for starters, maybe they actually believe in something I'm trying to accomplish. Maybe they like what I'm doing, and they're simply trying to be helpful. There's no exchange for sex here. You think I gotta sleep with somebody to get something? That's kind of fucked up in your mind that is your reasoning. That is the first thought. Like, this person couldn't give me something that just because I'm who I am and they believe in what I'm doing, that they would hook me up with some free product? Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with people? Then I immediately had to think, oh, okay, we're projecting, because at one point this person, it had gone around that this person used to do things for favors. Sweets, I am not that person. Don't confuse me with you. If somebody wants to give me something, that's because they want to give me something. I have never slept with somebody to get free product or to get something other than I'm just dating the person or whatever, And so I was just completely thrown off guard. And so I immediately changed the subject and was talking about something. And then she said, oh, like those towel heads over there. And I went, what? She goes, yeah, some people just walked in the store. They're like towel heads, Middle Eastern. I went, oh my God. What the fuck? What kind of ass backward thinking is that? Okay, look, you don't agree with Islam or whatever the fuck they got going on, cool. But a towel head, it's like calling me an N-word. Listen, you can't talk like that about people. They're Middle Eastern. You might not know precisely what part of the Middle East they come from, whether it's Pakistan, Afghanistan, Dagestan, Kakistan, or Kazakhstan, or Iran, Iraq, Sudan, all that stuff. You just don't say that. God, I was so embarrassed. I literally wanted to just get out my Crocodile Dundee knife and slice up our friendship right there. Say, hey, look, we got this little friendship rope here. Yeah, I'm cutting it off. I'm letting you drown, okay? You're off the friend boat. What the fuck kind of thinking is that? I don't want to be around somebody who thinks that is okay to say that in public, loud, let alone think towelhead is okay, let alone think that I'm sleeping around to get some kind of free stuff or something. What the fuck? I thought this person was my friend. Oh, I am sadly mistaken. Because I don't want to associate with somebody who has that kind of a closed-minded brain, who's up to some shenanigans. Like, that is weird. Yeah, so if she is listening, oh, sweetie, don't call my phone, lose my number. God, dog. Or maybe we can have a discussion if you have seen the light. But if you want to agree to disagree, if you want to go ahead and keep calling people towel heads and keep thinking that I'm sleeping around to get free stuff, then go ahead and lose my motherfucking number. Bye, Felicia. You know what? I've been having some dreams about jokes in the middle of the night. I've been waking up with some funny jokes. And it's kind of been one of these things that I've had on the bucket list for a while. I might be looking into doing some comedy. That's right, you heard me. All y'all haters can be like, oh, these jokes are terrible. I've been testing out my jokes on people, and they're like, they're terrible. And I say, well, good. They're supposed to be terrible. I'm supposed to learn how to make good jokes, but first I have to do shitty ones, right? Right, motherfuckers? So all you haters, listen up now. All you haters, I'm about to get into this comedy game. That's right. I'm going to try stand-up comedy. That is the goal for 2018. Well, it's definitely been on the bucket list for a while. Because I've had various people tell me, hey, you're funny, you should do stand-up comedy. And I'm just like, well, I'm not really good at writing jokes. But as of late, jokes have been coming to me in the middle of the night, waking me up. I'm like, God damn it, I'm trying to sleep. I don't want to care. I don't care about any jokes. I don't want to hear any jokes. But now, in the middle of the night, when I get these crazy dreams about jokes, I'm just going to start writing them down. And then when I get enough of them, I'm going to get myself a little old comedy show. And I'm going to go up there and bomb. You know why? Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to bomb. You're supposed to fail. So that way you learn how to get better. If you think everybody did good the first time out, nobody would learn anything. Everybody has to fail. You have to learn how to lose to know how to win, right? So, at some point, I don't know when, but I'm going to get on that stage and I'm going to bomb like a motherfucker. Oh, my God. Some sad news. Your dear host, Rambo Oprah, has been training twice a day. And because she's been training twice a day and not sleeping very good, I have read that the less sleep you get, the more calories you eat. So, unfortunately, I have been gaining weight and like a motherfucker. So now you are listening to the Rambo Oprah Radio Show, who is now the fattest podcast in the world. Oh my God. Team Patty McPhatty, all-star, all captain, all first team trash. God damn it. How am I supposed to be a skinny mini if I'm fucking putting on weight? Holy shit. But the good news is, I made a mistake. I know where the mistake has been made, and I've corrected it. I used to have an app on my phone that would basically tell me when it's time to eat, how much I could eat, and calories and carbs and all that stuff. So I had gone off of it during the holidays, and now I am back. I've got my fucking calorie nanny back, and she basically will tell me when I can eat and how much and all that jazz. So, fuck. It's called the Lose It app. You can join on that if you want with me, or even MyFitnessPal. But basically, my shit's out of control, and I gotta fix myself. And it's not like I'm eating a bunch of bad foods. I'm just eating too much of the good foods. So I gotta portion control. Portion control, that's the key thing. I know when I did that, I lost a shit ton of weight back in the day. But I also had fucking hormones too as well. And because I don't make hormones, because I took my lady bits out, I gotta figure out a fucking way out of this. So, definitely at a place where maybe I need to go back to just training once a day and resting. The time I would spend training 2 or 3 times a day, that I should just rest. And that will help me not eat so much. Because definitely right now, not girlfriend material. That's for damn sure. Not girlfriend material. Or for those paying attention at home, not boyfriend material, whatever the fuck. Not partner material. And unfortunately with the gay community, it's just one of those things where image is fucking everything. More so with the guys. Where it is a criminal sin to not go to the gym 7 days a week and train hard. For my gay dudes out there. Gay ladies, it's a little bit more of a loose thing where you don't necessarily have to have be a hottie with the body. You still can get something. But in my case, because I'm going after these hotties with the bodies, unfortunately, they also want hotties with the bodies as well. So in order for me to get one of those, I've got to step up my game. Oh, fuck. Definitely not partner potential right now, but I know I can be, motherfuckers, and I'm going to be trying. I'm going to be fighting. And like this year, like never before, I'm just focused. I'm more dedicated than I've ever felt, and I really want to get to some sort of 185-pound goal. I'm definitely focused. That's not been a problem, but just my eating, the timing. Like I said, because my work schedule changed, my eating fucking schedule changes every day. And they say if you want to lose weight, you got to eat at the same time, consistently, the same day, at the right foods. And I ain't fucking doing none of that shit. I'm kind of eating the right foods at all the wrong times, when I remember, or too much. And I've totally just shot myself in the fucking face. So, back on the drawing board, got my nanny calorie bullshit, and I've got all my shakes. I've always had all my shakes, but I've been skipping on meals, and you can't skip on meals because all you'll do is store fat. So we're going to do the opposite now. We're just going to start eating a bunch, and resting a whole lot more. I'm planning on trying to really hunker down on getting some rest and maybe passing up that second or third training position to just go to bed. So, that being said, I'm making the adjustments. I see the problem. A part of me didn't want to talk about that because I didn't want to admit that I make mistakes. It's part of my ADD brain that you're not supposed to admit that you make mistakes. Not that anybody said that, but that's just how ADD people feel. We like our routines, and when we get thrown off from our routines, the whole thing's fucked. Everything's fucked. And I didn't want to come on here and be like, yep, things are fucking peachy. When in fact, that's not the case. I'm fucking up per as usual. I mean, my whole life, I've always been fat. I've had my dad remind me that I was fat since I was as young as I can remember. So, and that's really been my whole fucking focus. And the last couple months, I just wanted to live my life and not worry about it. I wanted to exercise to have fun and not fucking worry about, oh, I'm having to do this because I'm fat. Like, fuck. But now, I'm back to the drawing board. I'm back on it. Got my calculator, got my calorie counter, my goddamn nanny in my phone. Which is another thing I was trying to get away from, was using the phone so much. But I got to keep it on me at all times and monitor my steps. It tells me how many calories I burned, how many miles I've done. Everything's going to be a whole goddamn science over here. We're back at it, and back to eating the right things, and having the courage to admitting that I've made a mistake. My sensei, he mentioned that you got to make mistakes. That's how you learn, and it's all right. And so I'm trying not to beat myself up so badly about it. I'm trying not to be a negative Nancy about it. It just sucks. It just fucking sucks. But that's part of growing. I'm learning. I want to learn, and in order for me to learn, I have to make mistakes. That's part of the game. Went to Stone Brewery the other day. Wow. Fascinating place to watch beer being made. For those of you who are obsessed with beer, I highly recommend taking the Stone Brewery Tour. Went the other day. I didn't take the tour because I've been there before, but nevertheless, still exciting place to be. It's got a nice stone gardens and everything is beautiful. What a rad place to be. My only problem, actually, 2 problems. I can't drink beer anymore, guys. Oh, God. Oh, it's torturous watching all of these people enjoy these delicious different beers being made there. Ever since I had damn it, I did the Bobby thing. Fuck. Ever since I had my surgery and they removed about 1.5 feet of my intestine, I cannot drink beer. If I drink beer, it feels like somebody has taken a pint of glass, smashed it all up, and shoved it down my throat. And when it hits my intestinal tract, it feels like nothing but glass shards in my guts. Ugh. Tastes good, going down. But oh my God, the amount of pain I'll be in for the next 2 days. Because a pint of beer. Ugh. Awful. So I sit there and watch everybody enjoy this delicious beer. Ooh, so sad. So I think, oh, cool. I'll just grab me some delicious, yummy food while everybody drinks this cool beer that I can't have. What? I'm sorry. You want what? $21 for 3 tacos? Not just any tacos. Duck tacos. Motherfucker, do you not have to have the bougiest menu ever at this place? I mean, the place looks amazing. It's beautiful. I get it's San Diego, California. Okay. Particularly Escondido for those who are playing at home. But Jesus Christ. $21 for some duck tacos that aren't even that good? Look. Duck is a tricky thing to make. If you don't make duck just right, it gets chewy. So I'm not just going to eat any duck. It better be the best goddamn duck tacos on planet Earth. And they ain't. I could tell when the plate came, I went, oh, Lord Jesus. No. Hell no. No. Yeah, I'm not paying $21 for that. I'm paying $21 for that for tacos. I'm going to the best hole-in-the-wall taco place ever. Or I'm going to the best taco truck ever and paying $21 for some bomb tacos. Jesus Christ. Why do we have to be weird? Where's your steak? Where's your pork? Where's your chicken? Not that I'll eat the pork, but goddammit, where's your steak? Where's your chicken? Where's your pork? Where's your fish? Where's your shrimp? Tacos. Duck tacos? Come on. Jesus Christ. All right, let me try and get some chicken. What the fuck? Punjabi chicken? What the fuck? I saw that chicken. They just literally put like a whole mini chicken on my friend's plate. Whoa. Where's the chicken strips at, bruh? Hey, Stone Brewery. When I'm thinking of beer, I'm thinking of wings. I'm thinking of pizza. I'm thinking of chicken tendies. I'm thinking of some nachos. And I'm thinking of some motherfucking tacos. You know, beer food? Have you heard of it? Jesus Christ. Oh, so your dear host, Rambo Oprah, is in full panic mode, trying to find something to eat that doesn't have pork in it and that doesn't have beer in it. Because everything, and I do mean everything they make there had beer in it. Oh, God, even the sauce that they used had beer in it. But thankfully, I guess when they cook it, some of it cooks out. So the only thing I could have, or do have when I go there, is a side of mac and cheese, which is literally a cup of mac and cheese with a giant broccoli crown shoved in the center of the mac and cheese. So it's mostly broccoli. I just paid $8 for a crown of broccoli. Oh my God. Whew. Freaking the fuck out. I'm trying to stay calm, y'all. My anxiety's kicking in. Every time I look at this menu, I'm like, what can I eat? I really would like some chicken. Oh, can't have Punjabi chicken. You got this beer in there and then mix this pork in there. What the fuck? Okay, can't do that. What else can I have? Let me get a steak. Oh, $40? Yeah, no, thank you. I'll just go to my work and buy it myself. Holy shit. Damn, what else can I have? How about some tiger shrimp? Oh, that sounds good. With what? Some mint and lime juice? Can I just get the fucking shrimp with just like some salsa? Why y'all gotta be bougie as hell, Stone? I love you guys. It's a great place to hang out and have fun. But holy shit, they gotta change that fucking menu. Then I seen the Impossible Burger, and I've had that, and I've had it because I've made it myself. And for 2 patties, it's like $7 or $8. The Impossible Burger, they wanted $25. What? I'm sorry. What are you doing that's making that burger impossible that you gotta charge me $21 for? Oh my God. Oh, Stone Brewery, they gotta get their act together. Beautiful place to hang out and hang out with your friends and drink some beer. Of course, I can't do that, but I still try and participate. But then I want to participate in the food side. Trust me, I want to spend the money. I got the money. Money's not the problem. But if you're going to charge me these outrageous prices, this better be the best tasting food ever. And I can tell it's not. Oh my God. I could tell it was not, because guess what? Most people who love tacos, when the tacos come out, they're gone. And unfortunately, my friend ordered the taco. He struggled to finish that third one. I watched in horror. I know when tacos come out on my plate, they're gone. You don't even have to count to 10. They're gone. But that's because they're also normal. I usually get steak tacos, chicken tacos, fish tacos, or shrimp tacos. And they don't have any of those. But for the record, they certainly have all of those ingredients on other plates. Son of a bitch, you stone. Son of a bitch. Oh, God. Would you like me to help you? Since I'm first team Patty McPhatty, would you like me to tell you what beer foods are? Like, what is going on? We need some pizza in there. We need some flatbread pizza. We need some regular ass tacos in there. If you want to charge me $21 for some flatbread pizza, cool, I'll pay it. Because that's beer food. We need some fucking nachos. Oh, God. And the desserts, I was like, man, I probably shouldn't eat dessert right now. I probably shouldn't have dessert. But I'm so desperate to have some regular food. Let me look at this dessert menu. So they had horchata panna cotta, which was $8 horchata in a cup, a tiny cup. Okay, not bad. A little outrageous, but looked like it tastes good. My second choice was I saw a cheesecake. I said, okay, cool. I recognize blueberry cheesecake. I'm good with that. Let me order some of this blueberry cheesecake. Whew. As I'm about to order, I read the fine print, and this ain't any old blueberry cheesecake. This is blue cheese cheesecake. What the fuck? And it's not just any blue cheese. The stinkiest blue cheese ever cheesecake. Blueberry blue cheese, stinky ass cheesecake with jalapeno sauce. Oh, damn. Damn, son. Oh. So I thought, let me try and get a root beer. Oh, it's root beer made with real beer. Fuck. I tried that last time and was just doubled over in pain for 2 days. Fuck. So I couldn't have that. So my last chance was some brownies. I went, oh, thank God. You can't fuck up some brownies, right? You can't fuck up some brownies. They had nuts in them. Ah! Dear God. You know, your host, Rambopera, is the homoist of the homosexual. She don't want nuts in her brownies. I don't do nuts, motherfucker. Can y'all make me some brownies without nuts in them? Nuts, these nuts don't work. These nuts don't belong in my mouth, okay? I can't do nuts. God, I was fucking dying. I was just like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to participate, Stone. What do I gotta do? Do I need to work here and make y'all some regular ass food for some regular folk? For some gay people who don't like nuts in their mouth? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oof. Let me tell you. But I did it for my friend's birthday. That was the whole point. It was my friend Dave's birthday. And I want to wish him a happiest of happy birthdays. Dave. Yeah. You know, I know he's listening to this, driving down the street, cruising in his 6'4", jocking the bitches, macking the hoes. No, but seriously, happy birthday to the Dave. It's been a long journey, and there's plenty more to come, my friend. Plenty more to come. Whew. Some other side news from Stone. We were there, and this family of 10 or 12, it looked like a bunch of coupled parents with different various children were there. And mind you, this place is probably like 6 acres big. Stone. It's a huge place. They're making the beer there. Hello. And then they got this big old stone garden. And I get that there's only one place in, one place out. But I'm telling you, when I say this with all sincerity, folks, there's probably 1,000 people there. No joke. There's probably 1,000 people wandering around that place at any given moment. They let their kids roam around the whole fucking place. The whole fucking brewery, unsupervised. They were picking up rocks and throwing them at other patrons there. They were throwing beer cups. First of all, they shouldn't even had the beer cup. I don't know where the fuck they got a beer cup from, but they got it, and they were throwing those around. Thank God the ones that they had found were not glass. They had picked up huge boulders, as heavy as they could pick up, and they have this little beanbag game, and they were throwing those rocks at the beanbag dispenser, and it's wood, and they were throwing it as hard as they can. Holy shit, they had other people raising their kids at the fucking Stone Brewery. It was so crazy that two of my friends got uncomfortable and left. They just straight up left. They were like, they had kids, they had young kids, and it made them uncomfortable. Holy shit. These guys, they were like between the ages of 4 and 8, maybe 4 and 7. Yeah. Oh my God. Running around the brewery, bumping into people, knocking shit over. They were playing with, those outdoor heater lamps with the propane. They were fucking playing with that. I was like, holy shit, where the fuck are your parents? Oh, they're at the table 40 feet away, not even in eyesight, drinking their beer and laughing and having a good time. And they're not watching their kids. Holy shit. You gotta check yourself. If you got kids, I get it. Okay, you don't want them. Or I get it. You want to go out and have a good time and drink. Cool. Get a fucking babysitter, you goddamn degenerate bastard. Holy shit, what's wrong with you? You're leaving them unsupervised? I can't recall of ever a time I was left like that unsupervised. Unless every now and then I went back to the table and checked in with them. Or my parent came up and checked on me. But Jesus, they never once, not one time went and saw what their kids were doing, what they're up to. They're busy throwing these cups around. And if they hit somebody, they were super hard. It was a hard plastic. They were throwing rocks. They were doing all kinds of shit. And you could just tell, like, they were doing it because those kids, I felt bad. They were like, I could sense the loneliness in them, even though they were together. They're brother and sisters, but Jesus Christ, it was just like, okay, nobody's paying attention to us. So we're going to do fucked up shit here until somebody pays attention to us, even though whoever's going to pay attention to us isn't even our parent. But they just needed attention so bad that they were willing to fucking do destructive shit at the place. They were like pulling out the plants that Stone had planted there. This is a beautiful garden. Think about this beautiful, enchanted garden where once you step in there, you can't even see the parking lot. It's this amazing place with these huge, ginormous bamboo trees, and there's a little walkway, and there's a pond there. I mean, it's a beautiful place. And these little fucking ratos were trashing the place. Unsupervised ratos trashing the place. And I couldn't believe it. Man, I was in a state of shock. I've never seen anything like that. So, man, what the fuck kind of parent are you where you can't even give your kids time of day? I get it. I know you want a break, but get a goddamn babysitter or something. You can't be letting your kids roam around an acre place by themselves. It's just fucking weird. So I'm in the bathroom, and of course, the baby's in there. Supposedly, it looks like one of the parents is in there. Doesn't speak a word of English. It's like Russian or some shit. And I went, okay, never mind. Y'all fucking Russian people love to just let your kids go in the forest and let the bears raise your kids. You let the goddamn bears and eagles and shit raise your kids. Oh my God. I was freaking out, man. Man, you can't do that. I don't care where you're from. This is a fucking America. And I mean, I get it. You're going to raise your kids how you want, but People steal kids here. This ain't like Russia where you want to let, you're trying to be like Khabib Nurmagomedov and let your kids go out in the forest and wrestle bears and become great UFC fighters. Cool. I totally understand. But here in America, we got some sick fucks. We got fucking kid touchers here. We got kidnappers here. And they will straight up swoop on your children. Now I get it. There's one way into the restaurant and one way out. But there was enough people where somebody could have just swooped on these kids and took them right out of the fucking place. And nobody would have ever known. Nobody wouldn't have known. Or even fucking touch their kid or something. God, I'm not a parent. Clearly God didn't intend me to be one, as he has taken my lady bits out. So he knew I'm not ready for all that shit, or ever will be probably. But god damn it. Something inside of me was just like, hey, where the fuck are your parents? What are you doing? Don't be throwing glass at people, or don't be throwing your fucking beer cups at people. They are hard plastic. If thrown hard enough could fucking hurt somebody. What are you doing tearing up Stone Brewery's garden? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I wanted to say all those things, but I couldn't because I go, hey, these ain't my fucking kids. And unless I'm getting a tax deduction for these motherfuckers, these ratos ain't mine. I always tell people when they're like, oh, my kids are out of control. I'm like, I got kids too. And guess what? They can't talk. They're called dogs. Oh, god damn it. I don't mean to be cruel, y'all, but holy shit. That's all I can handle is dogs. And even then, if I'm gone for more than 4 hours out of my house, I got poop and piss every fucking where. I gotta worry about that shit when I leave my house. God fuck damn. And don't tell me I need a doggy door, because this is motherfucking San Bernardino. And even though I live on a good block, I don't need some burglar crawling through doggy doors, because that's what they fucking do here. Okay? Before you give me the goddamn riot. I hear you. I see you listening. You should get doggy door. That was pain everywhere. Nope. Can't have no motherfucking doggy door. I got security doors. Keeps the crooks out. Keeps the crooks out. All right, y'all. It has been an hour. An hour of epic shit. I missed a couple things I want to talk to you about, but I'll talk to you about it later. If I'm not dead. That's right, y'all. It's time to say goodbye. Time to pull the plug. But before I do, Twitter and Instagram at GenT523. Hit me up. If you're cool, if you're a cool kid, I'll let you in. But in the meantime, let me know if you like, love, hate the show. Leave your comments in the YouTube section. Maybe I'll read them, because I kind of don't know how YouTube works still. Holy shit. Anywho, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, but only if they're cool. God, I gotta stop fucking singing, but sometimes that helps me with my anxiety. Singing! Because believe it or not, it's kind of difficult doing this talky thing on the mic sometimes. So singing helps me talk to you. Alright. Gotta go. I'm fucking delusional. Time to pull the plug on this motherfucker. But until next time, this is Rambo for Radio, and I'm hopping in my Red Dragon's boat, and I want you to do the same. Think big, dream big, just don't get too big like your dear host Rambo Bruh. This is Rambo for Radio, and you and I, we're gonna be legends.